Hey everyone, welcome back to Story on Java. So today let's talk about the important method of stream API, that is reduce method. So basically, what is the reduce method? Reduce method is the part of stream API, and it is commonly used to aggregate or combine the element into the single result, like such as a maximum element, sum of numbers, minimum element, product of number. You can find easily using reduce method. Okay, so the method signature of the reduce method, it contain the two argument. First is identity, type is t, and second is accumulator, the type is binary operator. Okay, the identity means it is the initial value of type t, and accumulator, it's combine the two value of type t. Okay, so the suppose we are taking one example. Suppose we have a list of integer. Okay, and we want to find the sum. So how we can find the sum using reduce method? So let's jump into the code. So here we are creating the class for that. Suppose class is reduce method ex. Okay, in that we are writing the main method firstly. Why it is not suggesting? Okay, so suppose we have a list of integer list. The suppose it contain the 2 6 4 8. Okay, so it contain 4 element into the list, and suppose we want to find the sum of the numbers. Okay, sum of the numbers. So how we can find? If you are following the traditional approach and old approach, so firstly we need to iterate the element from the list. So firstly we are following the traditional approach, and after that we are using the stream API. Okay, so reason number. So here we are iterating the element from the list, and we want to define one local variable, right? Suppose int insert equal to 0, and we are adding into the result equal to result plus number. Okay, so suppose we are following the traditional approach now. So we need to write the for loop for that, and we need to iterate the element one by one. And here we can print it result sum of number result. Okay, so now I'm running the program. Just run it. You can see the output is 20. Okay, so now we are using the stream API. So how we can use? Suppose we want to firstly take the numbers list, and we want to take the stream. After that we can implement the we have multiple choice. Okay, so find the sum of number. So firstly we are using the map method. Okay, so map to int. Okay, in that we are just getting the element, suppose e, and we are passing the lambda, and we are not doing anything. We are just using sum method. Okay, and we are just assigning into the local variable. Okay, so using stream API we are writing the code into the one single line. Yes, we can get the same output for the stream API. So again we are getting the 20 output from that line. Okay, so how we can optimize the code using stream API? Okay, so let's take another method for getting the element. Now we are using the reduce method for the getting the sum of the numbers. So how we can do that? Firstly, we are taking the list. After that, we are taking the stream of the list. Now we are using reduce method, and in that we already seen the we it have the two, it contain the two argument. First is identity and second is accumulator. So you can pass identity, or the other you can ignore it, because reduce method reduce is a override method. It may contain or may not contain identity. Okay, so suppose we are passing here 0 and accumulator like A and B. Okay, and here we are passing lambda, and we are just addition it A plus B. Okay, and we are initializing local variable for that. So yes, so we can print it sys out reduce. Okay, using reduce method. Okay, so again we will get the same output using reduce method. The output is 20. You can see it again, it will be better for. Okay, so it is again returning the 20. So output is same. The here we are using the reduce method. So here is a identity and here is a accumulator. It combine the two values. Okay, so we are just adding the two value, and we are just printing it. Okay, so another approach is we can also use the method reference into the reduce method. So how we can use it? So let's see, suppose we have a list. Okay, so we are taking the stream of list and we are using reduce method. Okay, and in that reduce method we are just using method reference. So integer and some method. Okay, and we are just assigning into the local variable. Local variable reduced to integer optional. It will return the optional integer, and we are just printing here reduced to. Using method reference. Okay, so again we will get the same output. I just run it. You can see here, using method reference optional, it will return the 20. Okay, so if you want to just value, you can use the get method for that. Okay, so using method reference, it will return the 20. So this is the another approach using stream API. You can find the sum of the number. Okay, so if you want to the get the product of that number, so how we can do that? So we are again taking list, taking stream of list, again using reduce and reduce method. Okay, and identity we can get, or we cannot okay, so we are just using accumulator, suppose A comma B. Okay, and we are passing the lambda here, and we are just multiplying it. Okay, and we are just assigning into the local variable. It will return optional integer, and you can print here reduce 3. product. You can see the output here. Yes, product of that number is 384. You can again use the get method if you want to just value. So here is the product of 384 of that list. And suppose we want to find the minimum or maximum element from the list using reduce method. So how we can find? So let's see. So we are taking list again. We are taking stream using reduce method, and here we are passing the uh, uh, comparator. Okay, suppose we want to find the uh, maximum element. So how we can find? We can just passing accumulator a comma b, and we are using lambda expression, and we are just comparing it which is the max. Okay, suppose a is the max, then it will return a. If a is not max, then it will return b. Okay, and we are just assigning it into this local variable. So in that way you can find easily the maximum element of the list, and here you can print it sys out reduce for max element. It will return the maximum element from the list. So you can see it is the max element from the list. Okay, 2648. So it is the maximum element from the list. So again here you can use the method reference. So I just copied it. Okay, I just copied and paste here, and here we are just using the method reference integer max. Okay, and reduce suppose 5. Here is a 5. Okay, so using method reference, you can find easily maximum element using method reference also. Okay, so we are getting the same output 8 8. So you can find the maximum element into the using reduce method. So suppose we want to perform some operation on the string. So how we can do that? So suppose we have a list of string. Suppose we have a list of string. Okay, suppose list name is str, and we are assigning some, we are adding some string into the list. Suppose first string is java, second string is spring boot, third is spring batch, and last one is suppose java spring. Suppose spring. Okay, suppose spring. We have a list of integer. It contain the four element. Okay, so we want to find the word or element which is the length is highest. Okay, so we want to find the element from the list which length is maximum. So how can find it? So here you can see the it contain the four element. It contain the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So the we want to find the spring batch, that element from the list, because here is the length is maximum from the all of the list. So how can find it? We are just taking list, we are taking stream, we are using reduce method, and we are just comparing it. Okay, so how we can compare it? We can passing accumulator here, we are using lambda expression. After that we are just comparing the length of the word. Okay, so length is greater than b dot length. ओके, सपोज ए की लेंथ 20 से बड़ी है तो हम ए रिटर्न करेंगे, नहीं तो बी रिटर्न करेंगे. ओके, so okay, again we are assigning it for the local variable. So yes, it will return the element which is length is higher. So again we are just printing it, reduce. Suppose we are giving one message max length max length element reduce 6. Okay, so it will return the spring batch. Okay, so you can again here you can use get method for only getting the value from the optional. So you can see here, so using no here is you can see maximum length element is spring batch. Okay, so here you can see it, it will return the same element spring batch because of the length of spring batch is greater than all of the element. So here you can you can see the how it is helpful for the stream API and how it is important for the stream API. So this is the overall of the reduce method, and it is very important in the stream API. Okay, and okay, so thank you for watching.